Hi, this is S.G. Brownlow. I've seen humans defined as storytelling animals many times, and you probably have too. But this week, what I really like to do is talk about why we really don't want to trust our own stories. We don't want to trust other people's stories either. People do have these needs for stories, but really our need for a story is a very ego-based kind of thing. We have this, our ego really, and I've talked about what an ego is in other videos, but our ego really has this need for us to be consistent. It really wants us to stay consistent. Now, sometimes that can be really good, and it can be really good because it keeps us safe. It keeps us doing the things that we know are going to not put us in too much danger that we can't come back from. The problem, though, then, is it keeps us from trying new things that could actually be much better for us, but that we've just never been exposed to before. And so we constantly get these messages, oh no, you can't do that. Oh, what will other people think? Oh, this just isn't the way that we do things in this family. You've heard all of those kinds of ego messages. And so those are the kinds of things that feed into our stories about who we are and what we're allowed to do and what people do in this family. There's some really good social psychology research about this that's actually probably from the 70s. And what they found was that people essentially behave randomly. If it's something that they've never done before, people essentially behave pretty randomly until you ask them, why are you doing that? And once you have asked them that, once they come up with a reason that's plausible to them, their own story, oh, well, I'm doing that because I'm the kind of person who blah, 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 not only will their behavior in that situation become less random, but they also will start following that story that they just made up in new situations. And so their behavior in a lot of situations becomes less random. Now, as a therapist, I will say that I've taken advantage of that at times because I know that people will follow their own stories, and so sometimes I will give them reasons why they're doing things. I will tell them a plausible reason that they can believe that is why they're doing something that they didn't think they could do before. Oh yes, because you're the kind of person who. Now, I try to give them stories that have a lot more possibility in them than the stories that people tend to give themselves when they're scared and they're kind of shut down and they don't give themselves very many stories or very many possibilities in their stories. Excuse me for that. So that is kind of how stories work for us and how they work against us, and why I often urge people, don't believe your own stories. Even if they're true, there's not enough possibility in them for you. So I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please leave a comment down below. Give me a share on social. Let me know what you think. If you think the video sucks, that's fine. Just tell me. And I'll be back next week with another video. Until then, have a good week.